Ellie Montgomery is a social worker who heads up the sheriff's pre-bond initiative.
My job is to help you, okay? Before you ever started using, was there depression or anxiety? You suffer from that?
Yeah.
She screens each arrestee that passes through the intake center before they see a judge, a process that's unique to Cook County Jail.
You ever tried to hurt yourself? Okay, how many times?
Like 3.
3 attempts?
I think a lot about that.
Okay, you think a lot about ending your life and death? Okay. And then who helped you outside with your meds?
Nobody.
Just in here? See this?
Yeah.
This is a suicide hotline number. If you ever feel like hurting yourself, you gotta get off the heroin. All right, you're self-medicating, right? You understand you're self-medicating for the depression and the voices with the heroin. You got violent charges or what?
Nobody likes me.
You think that nobody likes you and that's why? Sweetie, the judge doesn't make a decision based on whether they like you. They look at the charges.
Everybody just want me to die. I just need to die.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. Sarge?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him single-celled for suicide watch. I'll notify courts. Okay, come on.
Can you explain to us what just happened with that young man?
Okay, so he's actively suicidal. He's bipolar. He's very, very worried about his case, but more than anything, he's not oriented at time. So some concerns. He's got a plan. He's had several suicide attempts before.
So what would have happened to that young man had he not been screened here right now?
He would probably have a suicide attempt because of the bipolar disorder and the illness. Things are, his thinking is a little off, so he's kind of putting the pieces together right now. And the more he puts that together, and the more anxiety and fear he has, the more likely he's really gonna do something.
Well, the city of Chicago, which had run 12 mental health clinics spread throughout the city, decided to cut that in half and make it 6. There was no rhyme or reason. There was no discussion. There was no plan put together. They just cut it. And as a result of it, we found countless detainees here waiting on their trial who would come to me and tell me over and over again, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I mean, that was my clinic. I don't know what to do. Just however long it takes. And then they're shot back out into the street, no support net mechanisms, whatever, and they come right back in, and all the numbers show that. And so they come back in, and they do it over and over and over and over again. And it costs outrageous amounts of money.
It's estimated that the cost of incarcerating an individual runs around $150 a day. But Sheriff Dart told us that when you're dealing with somebody with serious mental illness, the cost could be 3 times that number. Experts estimate that to treat the same individual outside of a correctional facility is just a fraction of this cost, about $10,000 annually. That's $27 per day.
So how is this financially sustainable? How is it financially? How does it make sense? It doesn't. It's horrible. I mean, honestly, God, I just can't think to myself that a thoughtful society would agree this is how we should treat people.
When are off your meds?
It's horrible. But that right now ain't my main concern. My main concern is where I'm gonna live. What am I gonna eat? Meds are one thing. That's not even. First, I gotta put a roof over my head.
Are you worried?
A little bit, yeah. Because I know, I have 3 felonies already, and I've been to prison 3 times. And every time was because I was off my medication, and I ended up self-medicating. And once you get in the system, it's almost impossible to get out.
Officer working 3 Echo.
You hear what these guys have to say, and it speaks for itself. They need treatment, they need help, and they've sought it out. And sometimes they can get it, and sometimes they can't. And every time they come back in, it's another job lost, it's a home lost, and they're left with nothing, and there's really no system that's really looking out for them. We're just leaving them to fend for themselves.